Today, Krista joins me in the shed for a special announcement.
This is the Old Guy Network.
Yep.
All right, we're back in the shed. Krista's back. And she's all made up. She looks really good. So she's not going to do any painting or anything today. No, not at all. All right, well, we've come to the realization that we've tried to do Krista's Corner for 3 weeks now. We got 2 episodes in, actually 1.5. So we've decided there's probably not going to be a Krista's Corner every week. No. But what we're going to do is called Krista's Challenge. And that's what that is she's going to challenge me to make stuff, and I'm going to challenge her to make stuff. She can either make it here, she can make it, well, I don't care where you make it. You make it anywhere you want. You can go outside and just make it in the front lawn if you want. Be careful though, there's a lot of dog poop out there, so don't step in any. But anyway, she can do whatever she wants, wherever she wants, as long as she does what I tell her. And I have to make something that she tells me to make. And she has one already.
Alright, so this week I'm going to challenge you to make this mess up that you have into a place for me to put my silverware.
Okay, so yeah, that's going to be fun. Yeah, this is my screw up for her wine rack type thingy, which is right back there. Oh, you can see it. It's right there. Yeah, this was supposed to be the legs for it, and I messed it up. But instead of throwing it away, she said, hey, I need this thing. So I'm going to make this into a little thing that'll sit on your counter, and the silverware will be inside. And I can do that.
Sounds good.
And then I'm going to come up with something for you to do. Now, this could be something that already exists, and I want you to turn it into something else. Or it could be just scrap wood or whatever.
Okay.
And are you up to the challenge?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's find out if I am. I'm waiting for Krista to show up here and finish off a project that she started a little while ago. So while I wait, I'm going to start another project of my own. One of the problems I have in my studio is the sound. If you're not familiar with the way sound waves work, well, while I'm talking to you, if there's a wall behind the camera that's flat and smooth, the sound waves from my voice, from my mouth, are hitting that wall and coming back to me. So the way to cure that, so you don't have any kind of distortion, is to put up a sound baffle. That way, the sound waves hit the wall and stay there, and they don't bounce back. Or at least they don't bounce back like they did before. So what we can do is I can put up curtains, I can put up blankets, I can get some acoustic tiles, which the ones that really work, they're expensive. I could do that, or I could just make something, with scrap that I have laying around the house. One of the things I have, this. That compressor always goes off right at the wrong time. But this is styrofoam, and I got this out of the shed of the trailer that we flipped. There's 3 or 4 sheets of this. Now, using styrofoam, just putting it on the wall and trying to use it as a sound barrier, that's not going to work. Because, yeah, it's porous material, but the sound waves are still going to bounce back. So you have to do 2 things. First, if you want to use this, you have to back it with something, and I've got some glue on, and you have to put something over it, and that's going to be like a porous material. I don't have anything too porous. I think I got some bed sheets or something. Now, I saw some of the YouTube videos about how to make your own acoustic tiles. They use towels, and that would be great, but I have a shortage of towels now, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to make a frame. I'm going to back it with the glue on, and then I'm going to put a cloth over it. And then we can test it out in the studio, see if it works. If it does, great. If it doesn't, all I've wasted is some time, because this stuff really wasn't good for anything else. So let's get started. Now, I've already measured out what I want, how big I want this thing to be, and it's going to be approximately 36 inches wide by 30 inches tall. Now, these are about 14 inches, so I'm going to put a 1/2 inch piece right in the center and then make the frame out of 1/2 inch. So that'll give me my 30 inches over here, or approximately, and I'll just cut it to 36 inches. And you can see I've already marked one, that's at 36 inches, Now all I have to do is just cut that and I'll be done with that part. Not the best way to do this, but I have an X-Acto knife. We're going to see, oh, look, well, you know what? Maybe it is the best way to do this. That was easy enough. Okay, so in the past, I've actually used the table saw to get nice straight lines. But remember, polystyrene, this stuff, styrofoam, it's a petroleum-based product, and which means it will break down with heat. And if you're using your saw, you're creating heat with the blade, and you're getting that all inside your saw, and probably gumming up everything. So I don't suggest you use a table saw for that. Now, somebody else might think you should. I don't know. I'm just an old guy with a saw. All I know is I use this, and it seems to work pretty well. I have my 2 sheets cut out, as you can see. And in this one, there's a little chunk taken out here that's, yeah, I'm not too worried about that. All in all, it's pretty good. And I fully expect to have to trim this up a little bit anyway, once I've made the frame and set this inside. So we can put these away for right now. Now, this isn't going to be under an extreme amount of pressure or weight. It doesn't have to be fastened together with dowels or large screws. I'm just going to tack it together with the finish natter. I think it'll be all right. I have all my pieces for my frame. Now I just have to cut them out to the right size and then put them together, and then we'll attach all the good stuff that goes onto it. So we'll do that right now. Now all I have to do is put the fabric on it and hang it on the wall, and we'll be done.
So the whole idea was to make something that would deaden the sound in this little studio, and as you can probably hear, it has done that. Is it exactly the way I want it yet? Nope, not yet, but it will be, because not only did I make the big baffle, but I also made this little one with some leftover stuff that I had, and again, I've got it pointed at an angle so that any sound waves that hit the pad, it deflects and goes towards the floor. So yeah, I'm going to make a few more of those. I've got enough material so that I can make just a few more, and I'll put those up strategically in the studio. You don't have to have them everywhere. You just have to have them in some places so you can deaden the sound a little bit. And I think this was 100% successful, so I'm pretty happy about that. How much money did I have in that big baffle I just made? Well, the frame didn't cost me anything to make because the wood was actually found underneath the shed when I bought the place. The foam was found in the trailer flip shed. The nails and staples, somebody gave them to me because they found them and they didn't have any need for them. And the blanket, I took that out of my old shop. That was left over from my shop. They were in the display cases. So zero. I've got zero money into this. Well, maybe a little bit of money, maybe 2 or 3 cents worth of glue. That's it. So I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. I hope you can hear a difference because I'm doing this all for you. You know that? I want to make it a better experience with the audio, visually, everything, the information that you get, and all that stuff. So I'm moving along, and it's kind of a sad thing we can't do Krista's Corner every week anymore, but we're going to have it every once in a while, and we are going to do Krista's Challenge, and I'm going to get started on that just as soon as I can. That's going to do it for me, the Old Guy, and for the Old Guy Network. I'm out.